welcome back to BFHM Gaming. So, yeah, this video is basically, I don't know why I'm making it really, because it's really simple, but yeah. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a function in Roblox, which is basically a thing that happens. So yeah, here's a new script that I'm adding, and I don't know what I'm even going to make the function do. I think just do some simple things for now, and then I'll do something more advanced in a second. So I'm gonna make a script that adds some two numbers together or something. So to start the function, you say local. Yeah, I can't type local function, and then you can call it whatever you want here. So I'm gonna call it something, I don't know. And then you have to put some brackets as well. And in the brackets, you can have nothing here, but if you wanted to actually like do something to two pieces of data or like more, then you need to put stuff in the brackets. Like, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but so I'm gonna call one of these number 1 and call the other one number 2, and then if you press enter after the bracket, it says end, and it's purple because that's what I set it to. So what I want this function to do is print out number 1 plus number 2, because if you don't print anything or do something else like that, you won't see anything really. So I'm gonna say print number 1 plus number 2, and yeah, so at the moment it still won't do anything if you're on the game. What you need to do is call the function. So yeah, you just type in the name of what you call the function here, and then yeah, it'll say here the 2 or more custom pieces of information that you put there. So once you've done that, you should put in whatever data you want to be swapped. So yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but let's see. I want to add the numbers 1 and 2. And you don't write 1 plus 2, you just write 1 comma 2, because it's like in a list. So here we are, let's just run this. And, oh wow, it's 3, I didn't, wow. Yeah, so I obviously didn't know that 1 plus 2 is 3, it's, because functions are really useful because they help you do, like, complicated calculations, I guess. So now what I'm gonna do is make a script, make a function that whenever it's called, it creates a new part somewhere with like, and the piece of data that will be put in the function will be something like, I don't know what could I put. Let's see. I'm gonna set a random transparency for it probably. Right, okay. So I'm gonna say local function something 2, and also I don't think you can have a number at the start of the function. Yeah, you can't have it at the start of the function. You can only, so you can have numbers at the end of the function or like in the function, but not at the start. So I'm gonna call this something else, and the things I'm gonna put in here is transparency. And what else could I put? I think I'm just gonna have transparency for now. Oh no, yeah. So transparency. There we go. And yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say. So first it needs to make the part. So I'm gonna say local part equals instance.new, and then this instance.new function basically makes a new part, or makes new anything. So you put the quotation things here, and then it has like every single thing basically, and there's quite a lot, which is bad if you're gonna like scroll through the whole thing, but you can just type it in and then it will come up here. So yeah, and you can also, after the end of this, between the quotation marks and the close bracket, you can put a comma, which will, and then whatever you put after here will be the parent of that object. So I'm gonna set the parent as workspace. Actually no, I'm gonna make a new folder, and then call this parts, and to set the parent of this part to the folder, I'm going to say game.workspace.parts. Now, why can't I type? Yeah, so that makes the part, and now I'm gonna change the color to something random, so I'm gonna say part.brickColor equals brickColor.random, which, yeah, not too complicated, it just makes it random basically. And now I'm gonna set the transparency, so I'm gonna set part.transparency equals transparency. So the transparency here is the same as what the player will put in, what the function data thing. So yeah, there we go. So let's try it. I'm gonna say something else, and then here we need to put the number of how transparent we want it to be. So in Roblox it can be from anywhere from 0 to 1. So I'm gonna spawn like 5, so I'm gonna have 0 for the first one, and then maybe like 0.2, and then 0.5, and then yeah, just 1. So yeah, and then if I run it, it should make 4 parts. Yeah, there we go, and it's kind of spawned them inside the base plate. Right, I swear I need to spawn 3. Oh, yeah, well, that's completely transparent. So yeah, and it also, if I set the transparency to this, so you can see each one is a different, like, it's a random color. Well, it's a random brick color, not like random of every single color. So there's difference between brick color and color, because brick color is just these colors, I think, and it chose this one randomly, and the color is just like any color really. And you can choose random out of that, but that's a bit more complicated, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna do one more function in this video probably. I don't know what it's gonna be. Yeah, what could I put? I'm gonna set. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do something else to like a part or something. This time I'm probably gonna do reflect, and so I'm just gonna want to do that actually, and make a new part. So does this? Oh, not that. Yeah, so that just makes it reflect a lot. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna have the same thing, and you can just change. You don't actually have to change this bit, but yeah, I'm not gonna change it. And I'm just gonna set reflectance instead, and because that's just like a variable thing, that transparency bit up there doesn't make a difference. So if you go run, it should. Yeah, there we go. So it's made 4 parts, each for a random color, and you can see this one completely reflects. This one does mostly. This one does a bit, and this one none. So yeah, this is like literally one of the most simple things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Oh no, it's lagging now.